Can I get another set of perception rolls?
Mm-hmm.
Does getting hit deactivate invisibility, or am I tripping?
It does not.
Does not. It's if you hit.
attack. If you attack. No, not even if you
Oh
hit.
my
if you attack.
god!
You take...
I don't see shit.
Fuck
Or
me.
if you use an object, technically. If you use an object, that also breaks it. It seems
Is it
things are
if you
going
use
well
an
for you
object?
guys.
Is it if you use an object?
I believe so.
No,
A
not
creature you touch becomes invisible. Spell anything wearing or carrying the invisible as long as the target is a person. Spell ends. Target attacks or casts a spell. So you can use, like items, unless you change that. But you just can't.
Oh,
cast
yeah,
a
we'll
spell.
follow through with everyone. That's up to me. 6. And... Alright. Nice! 2 nat 1s and a nat 20 to balance things out. Nice. Nice. As you guys are traveling, you guys keep going towards a... Well, you guys are just trying to find where the hell the trial grounds are. I will say there are 2 tiers of success here. For Brendan and Deet. Oh, Sajar, you have the 17. Okay, so Brendan, Deet, Sajar, and Redane, you guys all get this tier, and then Mr. Nat 20 will get a different tier as well on top of that. So, as you guys are traveling, you guys begin, to those of you that succeed the perception, smelling the scent of heavy perfume combined with the smells of a barbecue, a roast, burning flesh. It is relatively close to you if you're able to smell this through the woods and so on. From how you would reckon it, several hundred feet west, but northwest of you. Mr. Nat 20, you guys actually walked by a trap and it did not go off for whatever reason. And they are very easy to miss amidst the heavy, thick foliage of the forest, and you just caught it looking around, and it is up there, probably equivocally like 2.5 stories up on a tree, looking more akin to a branch that broke from heavy wind that just sort of is still stuck in the tree. It's just there, yet to be triggered, or unable to trigger, or whatever.
Huh.
There's something
But
in
it
that, though.
doesn't look... That trap up there, do you see it?
Lambert looks up and squints. Yes, I see it.
It should have triggered by now.
Certainly. Should we retrieve it? Or leave it alone?
Could it be that was already triggered by something?
No, the owl is still in it. Notched.
Something interfering with it, maybe.
Perhaps.
If we can get it quickly, we should. But if not, we don't waste time.
Hmm.
Could probably climb up
Well,
there
we could.
pretty quickly.
Any number of us can climb up there and grab it physically. Deet has that magic trick.
Yeah.
You're not nearby. You're not nearby for this. You're on the flank.
Would using
Right,
magic deactivate the magic that is making them invisible?
I do not know.
Yeah, it would.
There we go. So, Oyana, good climbing. And hey, if it shoots at you, you can catch it.
Hopefully. To be fair, it does do a surprising amount of damage. Yeah, she'll try.
It is not the same as firing a normal arrow or bolt or
No,
anything.
it's like 3d8. It's like that's a fair amount that I'd have to negate to not take damage from it.
Before anyone asks me, no, this is not a spell that's in the game. Or any other capability. It's as if they have custom shit because they're NPCs. That's wild.
Could I attempt to, like, basically come from behind? Like, if the arrow is pointing off in, like, one direction, she goes on the opposite side of the tree to try and break line of sight with the thing?
Sure. The arrow just points down at the ground, technically.
Right.
It really is just like a downward-facing wind chime with an arrow on it. But you can circle around to the other side of the tree and climb up that way.
I
There-
will attempt such.
Roll me athletics.
The times we've seen him go off, it's just randomly hit someone, not the first person to go through it.
You haven't exactly gotten one to investigate it, so as far as you are aware, yes.
Well, I guess we're about to find out.
A deadly dingleberry. Yeah, this is like a wooden version of a drop bear. Alright, so let's see. 18. You begin climbing up the tree, and as you get above a certain height limitation, the threshold of passive without trace, you leave it, and you can see that you're leaving some marks here and there. You're not purposely trying to do this, obviously, but that's just how
Right.
physicality works when you shove aside branches and leaves and trees and so on. Well, hopefully you don't shove aside entire trees. That's a giant thing. You climb up the tree, and then once you get to around the same height as it, you begin skirting around and sort of shimmying from one branch to the next until you are close enough to actually go out, retrieve, and grab it. Roll me your investigation.
Okay, I will do that. Would it be possible to, like, put something within, like, the firing mechanism to prevent it from firing?
There is no firing mechanism.
Right. Would it be possible to just put something on top of the arrow to make sure it doesn't fucking move?
If you want.
I don't know what I could use for that. I have some rope. Could I just, like, put a little bit of rope in there? Would that do?
If you want.
Sure, she'll try to do that. And then
Make my
also-
dexterity saving throw.
Okay, cool, great. But...
So
anyway,
you succeed, you take half of 11, which is 6.
I'm gonna deflective missile because sure, or deflect missile. It's 0. Hashtag spin D10. Okay, I don't think there's a way for me to not negate
Literally cannot.
that entire thing.
It's
yeah,
like-
'cause it's
yeah,
5
it's
plus
multiple,
dex.
Yeah, then,
Not yet.
yeah, you're fine.
Basically, it just
As you
shoots out,
begin
she just
trying to
grabs it.
tie it, it just... And it's like holding your hand in front of a barrel like a Looney Tunes, just catch it. And you're just like, yeah, I saw that coming.
Just put it back in the thing. Would rolling investigation negate the purpose of the first investigation at this
Roll it
point?
anyways.
I don't have guidance. I do have Kensai die. Please, I beg of you, don't roll shit. I rolled 4 on it.
22.
Potato.
As you gather this thing to bring it back down, you gently set the arrow back in its little nestle, where it sort of is just sort of hooked onto the rest of the chime, the whistle itself. You give a cursory examination of it, and it catches you very peculiar that for a moment there's no scent or anything related to it. And then it's not even a matter of there's no scent related to it. You just sort of lose a scent of smell for a while, like a brief 1 second, 3 seconds or so, and you're just like, that's weird. You examine the trap. It is a trap, and there is a bit of a sort of like a wood burn symbol into it, inside the whistle itself. So we imagine that the whistle is basically like a wind chime that sort of looks like this. And there's like holes in various spots and so on. The symbol is inside at the top of the cylinder. You're not versed in the ways of magic to identify what it is, but it does look arcane sigildry style? Pipe bomb flute style? Yeah, basically.
Yeah, the specific magics is someone else's deal.
It
Is
looked magic.
Is it just her sense of smell that goes for a second, or is it like...
Just her sense of smell for a moment. Like it sort of catches into, well, nothing. I guess you would still smell the pine. Like, or not pine, but the forestry. But that scent of like perfume and burned meats and so on disappears. For a moment. You don't know if that is in coincidental of the trap or whatever. Should be weird.
I mean, there was a hiccup of a weird smell, so yeah, that's very weird. She'll bring it back down to people and describe what the weird shit that happened. And also point out what the symbol is on the thing. Because that's not her thing.
Yeah, magic is taint your shit.
Magic using magic, couldn't be me.
So Oriana comes back down to your guys' main line. The two invisible people are still off a ways on your guys' flank, and describes exactly what happened. That the lapse of a particular scent, not scent in general. I'll rectify that. You still smell like the forest around you. Whatever good or bad scents there are. I don't know what forest it smells like all the time. As well as the trap going off and the symbol inside of it.
May I have a look at that?
I mean, I would hope you would. You're the magic one.
Am I though? Tolus is more
You
magic
are
than
very
me.
determinedly the magic one. Besides Tolus.
Hey,
Then you two should collaborate on it.
Sure. I don't really know much about combat or trap magic though.
me neither. But I'm always surprised by what I do know. So
Also, as a
Maybe
Yes.
the voices in your head and the daemon over my shoulder will tell me.
hey,
Roger might know as well.
also
Roger is
as-
at the edge of the line, trying to be as far away from you guys as possible.
The debate.
while within relative running distance.
As a point going forward, it might actually be advantageous for us to use myself and possibly Marika as bait to trigger said traps. It is possible to stop the bolts themselves, but if they're just targeting
We
us
don't know
randomly,
exactly
we
what
can
is
barely-
causing it to fire.
That's true.
In
That-
technicality, Amber is leading the point. So how come it hasn't shot at you?
Have you seen Amber in the last 10 minutes? She's very sneaky.
No, I haven't, and I'm very concerned. You're talking shit on me. Fuck.
Wait, no, she has blind sense. She would know exactly where Amber is.
Well, she's not behind you.
Oh,
She's not within 10 feet of you.
in that case, yes, she jumped for a second.
You talking shit? Where did you go? I was going in front. Just because you can't see me doesn't mean I'm not there. It's called object permanence.
You noticed
it's a what in the who now?
Don't worry about it. What's up?
the traps. Have you noticed why they're triggered? Seemingly random.
I honestly haven't been noticing the traps at all. No offense. She has not rolled very well on her rolls to fight them.
That's fine. We can work around. What we need
There's no
to
traps
do
on the ground, I promise that.
in the trees.
Yeah, I figured.
If we can determine how they fire, we can formulate a defense against them. As for now, using Oriana and America as bait might be the best option, but forming a shield line to intercept them before they hit is a better option.
Well, do we know how they trigger?
No, that's what we're sorting out.
Meanwhile, Brendan, roll me Arcana with advantage.
Okie dokie. Hey, my first
Hey, let's go! Is that your first one?
Congratulations.
Yeah.
Oh
terrible.
boy, he's
Damn.
okay.
Mazel tov.
This means bad things.
Yeah,
Oh,
as
gosh.
you and Tolis are sort of like mulling it over, looking at it at different angles, quite literally because you both take turns sharing, holding it. Ori actually. Oh wait, no, Ori's not here. My bad.
Ori's fucking dead.
Oh wait, Ori's not here. That
Haha.
means okay. Johnny tells you.
Oh.
Ooh. Finally speaking again. Finally. Where'd that little thing go? The one that can be quiet.
She got hit by the thingies.
Oh, well that's fortunate. I don't know what is up with her, but when she's around, I suddenly find myself lacking in words. Or rather, in a voice.
That's rather odd.
You're telling me, little man. You're telling me. We can talk about it later, now that I can actually talk. But I see you got yourself a little doodad there, a little trap.
I.
Nice work, that. Nice work. Takes a clever sort of a learned capacity, a specific school. Rather, conclave. I think is what they call it now, right? That there's a ranger trick. Old one. Supposedly wood elves be the ones keeping that sort of information, but I mean, look at you and I talking right now, right? Information gets around.
Does it?
It do, boy, it do. Whispers on the wind, deals being made. Information gets around. But hey, I know you were looking to see how that trap works, and let me tell you here and now. It just shoots at where the damn hell it randomly targets. Wood elves like that sort of stuff. Keeps people guessing. It's right fucked up, but I could see it working for them.
And how does it activate? Do you know?
Why, just detects. Every time it detects something, some magical determinant happens, and it's either a yes or no. On a yes, it shoots. I seen some back in my day which had loads of arrows on it. I'm talking a whole damn quiver.
It
Not
doesn't
just one
sound really
arrow.
good.
No, it ain't. No, it ain't. Good times. Good times. So, keep an eye out for those.
Thank
Keep
you,
an eye.
Johnny.
No problem, little man. Do me a favor and give me a heads up if you're gonna resummon little Ore. I want to see if I can ready some defenses on my end.
I'd probably do it when we go to rest. So
Well, hell. Hell. I'll keep my defenses ready then. See if I might get the jump on her this time. Then he goes quiet. You guys all hear his voice, by the way.
uh-huh.
Kasai raises an eyebrow. Ole silenced the Johnny Zonda. Oh.
I think that's because I'm just guessing here, but I think Ori might be more to do with the other boys. At least I think
Right.
she seems to be more in line with that type of thing. At least when I cast spells, the spells that I know from Ajani, or at least I think I know from Ajani, are more air based. So like when I did that big wall of wind earlier, that was something from Ajani.
Lambert nods.
But when I did the like disguising stuff, that was more the other one.
If that is the track record we have to use, I prefer Johnny.
Same.
Rodra quietly walks up. We're wasting time. What's the holdup?
Nothing. We're proceeding.
Then let's get on with it. Sundown is soon. And while I can see in the dark, I don't think you all can. Except that one over there. She throws her thumb over at Anushka. And I'm gonna pull Kirstyism, and she's gonna do a hi sort of wave.
Yeah, that sounds right.
On brand.
Yep.
Okay.
Yes, I can see in the dark. Dark
So-
is all I know down below. Of course I can see in it. She trouts back off.
That rhymed.
Oh. They haven't hit her yet. So I'm gonna have anyone with a shield sort of hold it up over their head.
Right.
Worst case scenario, it blocks some of it because we know they're coming from above.
Voss is gonna shield wall for Tolis, just in case.
That makes sense. America's also gonna shield wall with deflect missile for Tolis.
I think America's ready to move and spring for it if she can catch it with the speed she has currently. You are free to do something similar. You won't always be able to get it. It depends on how well you roll.
Yeah.
I'll keep body blocking for Anushka.
I would just lead over to Oriana. Try being less stealthy. See if that attracts it your way.
If I trigger it before someone else unfortunately triggers it, that makes sense.
Selecting process. Make yourself more selective.
So I imagine we're like kind of like crouched down for most of this, kind of moving very slowly. She's just
Yeah, it's like playing
basically
Splinter Cell.
Yeah, she's more or less just gonna be like standing up, walking a bit faster than the rest of the group.
Okay. Then if that's the case, I'll say anytime I tell you to roll a d100 for these traps, you will roll twice and we'll take the worst of your conclusions.
I basically have disadvantage.
You basically have lucky disadvantage, yes. That, as Johnny says, these things are randomly selective. So, I'll technically increase your chances of getting selected, but in technicality, you still might not get selected.
It's still random. I might roll 2 7s and be like, well, fuck.
Also, I'm so happy I can bust out Wood Elf lore to show you how fucked up they are.
They're little shitbags.
Yeah, xenophobic cannibal tree people. Woo! Let's go. We put fucking traps that target anyone, even civilians. Woo! Let's go.
I can't
Moving
wait
on.
to walk into what is effectively an arrow LMG.
Don't worry, Elden Ring has that unlocked already. Moving on.
Oh god.
So, you guys are approaching sundown, and did you guys communicate the scent, the perfumes, and burning flesh? Well, I guess a barbecue is burning flesh, technically. Yeah. So yeah, burning flesh.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Okay. Since they're invisible, I'm gonna try to see if I see any footsteps from where they would be.
You're invisible people?
Yes.
Roll me perception. Can the two invisible people roll me stealth but straight? Because your footsteps aren't invisible. You are.
Yeah.
But you also still have a +10 because pass out trace.
They're not.
We're not in the range.
Oh, right. Forgot about that.
Give me 3 years to load it. Hold on.
Wow, your
Deets
voice
as
really
well.
is going.
Roll me
in.
your stealth. Alright, well, technicality, he only needs to find one of you for this to work. Alright, so you find Deet.
Found one.
you see Deet's footprint. You see the distinct boot prints that, well, Deet wears. And you can follow it logically to roughly where you assume they are.
Yeah, he just puts his hand on his blade and sort of flicks it out a tad bit while pointing his thumb about a foot and a half where he saw that footprint and describes the smell of what the traps are.
Well, the traps don't have any smell.
Oh, I thought it was... Okay.
No, you guys caught a different scent some 100 feet away.
Gotcha. Okay. I would
Yeah,
display
that was
that.
There you go. So, to Deet and Silas, you guys see Rodane approach, and he pokes his blade out just a little bit, and begins describing the scent that was, well, caught earlier, the scent of thick, flowery perfume and, well, roasting meat off northwest of where you guys currently are. And I'm assuming, Rodane, you're going to try to pivot the formation to go that direction.
Yeah, that seems like sort of what we're probably looking for.
That sounds like some bullshit. So yeah.
Roger.
And,
So yeah, you guys both hear him describe this, and
you know, the beautiful thing is we might have a second token when finding their traps. Only it was still loaded, that'd be better.
so do you two follow through with turning your own position in the formation, or do you guys want to continue off in your own direction?
We don't know that they're coming right now, so I mean-
County, nothing's been on the approach so far, other than you guys. Maybe some critters here and there. Actually, no, probably aren't any critters. Yeah, because they pissed off earlier. So
maybe you head back.
head back
Yeah.
to the grove. You guys are like a couple miles from there at this point.
Or like back to the.
Okay, because I feel like we might trigger another trap.
Oh, we
That's
probably will.
There's traps everywhere,
Mhm.
apparently.
Oh,
We have to kind of go forward in some direction, so
Yeah.
it's not much to.
okay then. Then we'll. I say we head forward then.
Okay. So you guys pivot. Let's see. Brendan and Tolis were busy examining the traps. Sajar, can you roll me your perception?
Yep.
Just enough. Similar to when you guys took a short rest, there is similar tracks and sounds of animal branch and so on movement behind you guys. Though it's not close. It's probably right next to the grove.
I'd lean in close to Redane and just whisper that information to him.
You guys aren't being attacked or onslaught against, but you guys are being followed. Though, whether it's by the same people that set the traps is a different question. Who knows?
Right.
Yeah, there's like a big rock made of flesh at that grove that will scare the piss out of anyone that goes there from henceforward. Yeah.
Man, that's a big boulder. Why does it smell so bad? Oh,
Why
God!
does it have blood coming out of it? Let's set up camp here for the night. Are you kidding me?
Are you insane?
No, it's a good distraction.
Are you sure
Anyways.
about that?
Are you sure about that? So, you guys
Would you
continue
like to
forward.
know more?
Would you like to know more? You guys continue forward. And as you guys do so, there are no more traps that shoot at you guys. That being said, just because they don't shoot at you guys doesn't mean they don't exist. All of you roll me your perception.
Alright, I've rolled too many good.
That's more like it.
About my time.
Yeah, you're coming back down off
About
that
my
high.
time.
Yeah,
17's not terrible.
17 is on.
I had my chance on the sun.
Yeah.
Roger,
Once
also
again,
had a chance,
Redane.
but She regrets it.
Once again, Redane, you spot another trap.
Stop.
It is. This one's actually much closer to the ground this time. It's still not on the ground. It's maybe 7 feet up a tree trunk. So it's much easier to reach, but it is not triggered.
I would point it out to Oriana. Try to grab that one without triggering.
She just
And make
nods.
everyone move out the way where it would
It's
shoot.
like get a tree in between you and the trap, I guess. Yeah.
I will attempt to collect it and not trigger the damn thing this time.
Roll me sleight of hand.
At the very least, she would try to make sure the arrow is angled like up or something. Watch
Did you
as
win?
this thing
Bardic
fucking.
insight.
You got Bardic at least.
I'll
Yes.
take a Bardic. What's your Bardic? It's a D8 or D6?
Yeah.
D8s don't have guidance because not in the area. I don't have anything to add to sleight of hand. Scoop. Shaboop. Oh my
Fucking goddamn it, motherfucker. Son of a bitch.
You know what? It's not even your fault. Why didn't we send Amber, who has a +5 with expertise?
To be fair, we
Well,
didn't know
if
what
you
sleight
sent
of
God.
hand.
I'll tell you this: if you sent a rogue, they'd be using their thieves' tools.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah, but to be fair, we didn't know that it would be a sleight of hand check.
I mean, most of the time you would assume traps are a rogue's field of expertise.
Yeah, but then,
Okay. Make me a dexterity
They
saving throw.
couldn't. They couldn't find Amber to ask her.
Fair point.
okay.
Oh, okay. Oh, you're fine.
And
That was
also
well.
deflect missile. Okay, yeah, no, I catch it.
Yeah.
Wait,
So
hold on.
You
5,
still get to reduce the damage with that, no?
Yeah,
that's what he's
slash roll 1d10. Okay, I think I barely catch it actually. That's
can you even fail it? It's like plus Monclaw plus Dex something,
4,
right?
9. Oh, the minimum is like 10.
Yeah.
So if I fail
So
the
unless
Dex
this thing
save,
rolls
then maybe.
20 damage and you succeed, then you should.
If it rolls 20 damage
Never
and I
take
fail, then it's like okay.
Then you get half of that, but
So she's the best to like catch the arrows, not technically the best to get the machinery.
yes. So you once again try to lift it off because these guys, like, it's not like these things are like fucking fused onto the trees like some weird wasp nest. No, they're just sort of hooked on, like the birdhouses in Klaus. They're just sort of hooked on to whatever thing they're on, branches, trees. They can even embed, which is what this one is. It's actually embedded into the tree, like it just clips into it, breaking through the bark and such. some sap running out of it. And I think that's where this hiccup happens. As you're trying to pull it out of the tree, it's really stuck in there. The sap is hardened around the hook as it's penetrated into the trunk, and you have to really yank, and you yank a bit too hard, and then it triggers and almost shoots you in your upper leg. But you were grabbing it with, one main hand, and you catch the arrow with the free hand, and you're just like, okay, well, at least I didn't get shot in a major artery.
I like to imagine it's like a Looney Tunes bit where she pulls it out, loses grip, it spins, and she grabs it and then catches the arrow afterwards. Like,
That's how you... Yep, awkward times. And to anyone that was watching, it's an awkward endeavor. You guys all heard the whistle go off once again, and it trigger.
Damn it. She's gonna go back down with the triggered trap.
It was only 7 feet up off the ground, so you probably just stood on some roots to get up to it. Yeah, you go back to Redane, and mission fail will go next time.
Walk of shame.
Amber would probably be better fit for retrieving it. I'd be better for the reaction of it if it doesn't get retrieved.
Understood. We'll make adjustments if we can find enough.
If. Hopefully we can.
It is
With
at
that
this
in
point, you
mind-
guys are approaching sundown.
Oh god.
Sundown. So, you guys are approaching the source of the smell, and I will describe it after we take a 5-minute break. I think it's a good time for that. Also, I need to use the restroom, so I will be
We're
right
back
back.
to hunt down one of those traps now.
Don't worry, I got a plan. I got a plan, Garth, and it involves you.
Oh, neat. This is gonna go horribly wrong.
No, your trimmer sense, man. You might be able to find something underground where we can hide out.
I
It's
choose
blind
you,
sense,
Gucci Bear.
so I don't know if
Oh.
that would work.
You
Yeah.
don't have
Yeah.
Levian.
I'm sorry, she's not Chad enough yet. How am I?
Way to not be an earth elemental.
Do you even chat, Oriana?
Ooh, whatever, just step on. Alright, let me see. Who is this?
Ariana.
I'm gonna go see if I can get a snack.
Do it.
I already said I am.
Go and grab yourself
You can go do it now. It's
a
fine.
snack.
You have our permission.
You
I
are
don't need your
allowed this
permission.
once.
I do what I want. I'll be right back.
Rebel.
Are you sure about that?
Are you sure? I got a donut.
What? You want a donut?